Hi, it's the Tiny One slash Bishi, and I know I already uploaded a video yesterday, but I decided I want to give you another video today, and today's video is going to be a story time video. And the funny thing about it is I have been trying to figure out what type of video to give to you. I know I have a lot of stories, but like some of the stories are ones that, you know, I can't repeat, and then other ones I've forgotten about, and I'm trying to remember details and all that stuff. This story time actually came to me in the middle of the night. I think it was about like past 3 in the morning, 3:30, something like that. And so I opened up my phone, and I opened up my notepad, and I typed it up on my notepad, and then I put it on my, I have my notepad pinned to my status bar, so that every time I opened up my phone, it would be right there, and it would remind me to do the story time. And I didn't know when I was going to film it, and I wanted to play Overwatch because Overwatch is doing a free weekend, you know, for people to try out the game. And, but I'm the type of person that I like to play World of Warcraft, even though I haven't played World of Warcraft for months. It's a comfortable game for me, so I keep going back to it, even though I leave the game for a while. And so I decided, why not, let's at least re-download the game, and then so when I decide to start up again, I don't have to sit through hours of re-downloading it. But in the meantime, I can't play Overwatch because I'm downloading that. But at least I have my Pokemon Sun, which I have been playing. The problem with my Pokemon Sun is the introduction and training and tips and all that is way too long. Like, seriously, I've had to save, like, I think 3 or 4 different times because I have to put it down and go do something else, because I just can't stand how it keeps dragging out and going on. No, I want to be free. I want to do my Pokemon adventure, and I want to catch cute Pokemon and raise them up and evolve them, and I don't want to do a tutorial. I've been playing Pokemon. Okay, I took a little break, but I initially started out with Pokemon Red, and then I had Yellow, and then I had Silver. I know how to do the tutorial. Like, I know a lot of people are thinking the same thing, but it's like, let's have the tutorial drag on for years, and then we release you in the world. So I don't know if that's how they make the game longer or what, but yeah. So I had been playing, but then I got bored, and so I had to put it down, and I decided, well, let's record this video. So yeah, 4 minutes in, and now we're finally gonna maybe get around to the story time. Okay. Okay, this was in my, I think it was my first year of junior high, and I had no friends at this school, nothing. I really wasn't one to make friends easily anyways. I was, of course, the odd kid, you know, I was the short kid, I was the kid without the shoes who couldn't really do PE. I had to have a special PE with a special PE teacher coming to my classroom, blah, blah, blah. That's a different story time, but yeah, I was the odd kid, and a lot of kids didn't want to be friends with the odd kid. So a lot of times I had lunch by myself, and it was an okay day. I think it was. I mean, I remember I was sitting outside Of course, by myself, having lunch. And I think I was reading a book. And so I'm reading, I'm eating, you know. And this kid, he was known as the school bully. Well, he was one of the school bullies. The other thing that he was known for is, at least this is what he claims. We don't know for sure. But he also claimed to be a Satanist. Yeah. And, I mean, he had upside down crosses, and he had death metal shirts. And for some reason, back then, death metal, when I went to school, death metal was associated with worshiping Satan. Because there was this rumor, I don't know if it still goes on, but if you played, see, this is going to show my age. If you play a record backwards, records are like the big vinyl things, but if you play it backwards, you hear Satan talking. And supposedly he's talking in Latin, or giving a spell, or some stupid thing like that. But yeah. And so, anyways, there was this kid. I don't remember what his name was. Of course, I think he had some weird name too. I don't remember what it is at the time, and I really don't want to go and dig out my my junior high yearbook right now. But yeah, so anyways, he approaches me, but I don't see him. I really don't care. I'm not thinking much of it. And for some reason, he gets this idea in his head. I don't know if it was his idea or if someone dared him or what. But he decides to grab me, but like, here, let me see. Okay. I'm sitting down, okay, and he grabs me by the neck and then lifts me up from where I'm sitting. Yeah. Little tiny me is dangling by this kid's hand. And I was just so surprised. And I blink, and like, I say the first thing that comes to my head. And for some reason, the first thing that comes to my head, I think it was Jesus. I'm not sure. I said something. And for some reason, he gets this surprised look on his face. And his eyes get all wide. And then, you know, he has me up here, and he slowly puts me back down, lets go of me real nice, and walks off. Well, I later on ended up having him, not later on, but I was having trouble in algebra. And so the solution, they thought, was to push me back into what was considered Math A, which was like simple math, like 5th grade math, you know. And so I'm in the Math A class, and I'm real quiet. I'm the quiet person. I know, surprising, I'm the quiet person. But yeah, I'm quiet, and I am, you know, the other kids are the trouble kids, and so they pick on me, and it's just a mess. But he's sitting in the back of the class, and he's watching. And then one day, like, out of the blue, he decides to randomly say, hey, you better stop picking on you. He tells them that they need to stop picking on me, because he says that I am the type of person that one of these days I will come to school with a gun and shoot up the school. And they would be first. Really? Little tiny me. And he's saying, I'm going to shoot up the school. I'm going to make the news and start killing people. It's funny now, but it's like, to come from him, because he was a pretty quiet kid too. Except for, you know, his clothing spoke loudly. But yeah, for him to say something like that, it made an impact on the kids. And for some reason, that struck them so much that they stopped picking on me. At least the ones in that class. And so this Satanist kid goes from being my bully to being my friend, I guess you could say, protector, I don't know. It was just so funny. And like after that, I was able to talk to him, and we would have regular conversations like it was no big thing, and people left me alone. You know, it's funny. And one time he came to school and he was wearing regular clothes, and it was a shock because you don't know, like, you know, why you wearing regular clothes. And he says, oh, well, I decided that I want to stop being a Satanist. And I'm like, okay, I thought it was weird, but okay, go ahead. But then, a couple of days later, he comes back in his regular clothes. And so I said, so, what happened? I thought you were going to stop being a Satanist. He said, oh no, I ran out of stuff to wear, so I decided to be a Satanist again. Okay, I didn't know it worked that way, but okay. But yeah, so that's the story about how, whoops, size limit reached, and of course now my little light don't want to work. But yeah, so that's the story about how a Satanist went from being my bully to being my friend. So yeah. So anyways, do you have any crazy bully stories that you want to share with me? Go ahead and share it down in the comments. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.